All right, what is up, guys? Let's see if this actually works now. Whew. Sorry about the video that abruptly stopped. I don't know why it did, but we're gonna have a great conversation coming up. I'm gonna give it a second, just so I can make sure it is working on my end. Okay. All right, looks good. Looks like we are ready to go. If you guys are in this and you can see it, give me a big thumbs up. Let me know that you guys are here, or drop the money emoji, and we can get this going. If it would stop being a pain in the ass, that would be great. Okay. Looks like we're good. I don't know how to share my screen once I'm actually in here, so I guess that's impossible. So I was trying to see if I can share a screen because I like when you can see me and share the screen as well, I guess. But it is what it is. I don't see it on here to do that. Maybe in the settings. Stream viewer. What does that do? Okay. All right. Well, we're just gonna go ahead and dive into this thing. Then it is what it is. Graphics. All right. So, anyways, guys, welcome to our video. If you guys are joining us, whether it is on Facebook or once it is posted up on YouTube, welcome. Glad that you guys are here. Glad you guys are going to get some value from this. Hopefully, you are going to get tons of value as usual from this. So, I want to make sure we get the best value of this training and we get it knocked out. Once I actually post this up, we will have the slides on the actual YouTube video, so don't worry about it. You guys can check the slides if you wish. I just want to make sure you guys can see me well. Make sure that's going okay. Yeah, looks pretty good. All right, awesome. So let me try to find where I can see comments at. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, we're seeing a bunch of people popping on. We are trying to stay on Facebook and just use that a little bit more. We have Nikki. What's up, Nikki? Glad you're here. Had to hop on Facebook. I appreciate it. Glad you're spending some time with me on the good old Facebook, and being able to have some trainings and some conversations a little bit today. So we're going to knock this training out and get going. Get going on it. As long as it doesn't keep pissing me off like it tends to do. All right, well, let's go ahead and talk about this a little bit more, okay? So first and foremost, again, if you're going to catch us on Facebook, you can hopefully hear me and see me correctly and everything else like that. But we're going to have a little bit of a opportunity to chat a little bit more in regards to this. It keeps freezing, man. All right, let me transition over to, we may have to do my phone again because it keeps freezing, it looks like. Is it freezing on your guys' end, or am I just not having the greatest of times right now? It looks fine. I guess fine. We're just fucking roll. All right. So let's go ahead and dive into this, guys. I just realized since I am broadcasting my phone, you're not gonna be able to see the slides. So I'm gonna have to do that next time. But let's talk a little bit about why new businesses tend to fail by offering discounts, and just chat a little bit about that and how to become better in that realm. So first and foremost, if you are new to the business, or maybe you're struggling business owner that just has to get their business going a little bit more, then that's something we absolutely have to make sure. And Nikki, I know that there's another link for the Demio stuff, but I just canceled that out today. So I thought I canceled it, but anyways, this is where we want to be at. So if you are a new business or a business that's struggling to continuously grow or build your sales and develop this training is going to be paramount for you. And I want you guys to drop your industries that you guys are in, and would love to be able to engage a little bit more with those of you that are on the call to be able to help you out. Tom, it's actually fun enough. Do have a pressure washing example because I had a client just started a pressure washing business come to me and asked for some help. So I put that example in here. So anyways, when people are new and they're getting their businesses out to start, or if you're a struggling business or you're not having consistent income coming in, the number one thing that you need is sales. You need income coming in. Without sales, the business tends to fall apart. And when you start your business, that's pretty catastrophic, right? Because you've already started putting thousands and tens of thousands of dollars sometimes. I have another friend who he has a successful business that he's scaling and going and opening up a location. We've been talking about that. So he has, a six-figure plus, multiple six figures into a building and the renovations and the upgrades just to get that building launched. And the one thing that everyone's going to need whenever you are running a business is you absolutely going to need sales. You need money. You need revenue coming in. You need an influx of cash to start paying down your debt, to pay your employees, to pay yourself, your profit. And this isn't a conversation about how you do that correctly. I personally run the profit first system, and it works extremely well for what I do. And I highly encourage you guys to read that book and implement that if necessary, if it's a fit for you. So without the new sales coming in or without money coming in, you need an influx of cash. And that's one thing that's going to keep your business alive. Cash is king. Money is going to be needed to get your business to grow and to get it to scale and to get it to be profitable and to continue to grow. Your income is the next step. New businesses will obviously usually offer discounts when they first start. I see this all the time. It's one thing everyone does. I will tell you that discounts has its place. I'm not saying it's like a stupid strategy all around, but if you're a new business and you're like, hey, the first 25 people get X% off, right? This is obviously well-intentioned. You're like, oh, if I offer discounts, people will come to me, but it's a bad decision overall. And the reason why is because one, it reduces down that much needed cash flow that you need. And number two, it sets a precedence for those customers that they can expect continued discounts and deals from you. And they already have in their mind a price point that's set of what you're going to be charging them for their business, right? Have you ever had someone like that? It's like, oh, well, I thought you were going to charge me only this, and now you're charging me more. What's up with that, right? It's not a fun conversation, and you want to set the precedent that you are a more premier or premium service versus just being, I offer discounts and I'm the cheap guy that you can come to for any of your services, right? So they obviously think that adding discounts is going to give you more cash, but truthfully, it's not. This is a false illusion. Discounts, like I said, have their place when correctly. And when I talk about a false illusion, for anyone's business, that if you're going to offer discounts, you think, yeah, you may have some sales come in, you get so fired up, so excited, but when those 25 people that you said will get a discount stop and no one else is coming in, then what, right? It created a false illusion that you have a massive success in business. There's a lot of people will tell you sometimes when you start off, you have that false illusion that's out there. That's like, wow, I'm having a lot of success and I've increased my business and I started making more money right off the bat. First 25 people came in, I made $10,000, things going swimmingly well. Well, they probably stopped a lot of the consistency aspects they needed to do, and now their money is stopped, right? And now you've lost a huge amount of your money that you should have had because you've started offering discounts. So we'll talk a little bit about how to do this correctly and how to create a great offer, as well as focusing on when to offer some sort of discounts in the future. So here's just some great ways of how to get more money, right? You need to provide value for what you're doing. And I know Nikki's in financial services. I know Tom is in exterior cleaning services. Nikki doesn't charge money to sit down with them. And that's a huge, obviously, it's a big benefit for people who need financial help, but it's also it's a double-edged sword because people are like, it's free, right? Whenever we pay money for something, we tend to have the ability to, see it as more valuable. The $450,000 to $500,000 Huracan Lamborghini is way more expensive, right? Would you take care of it? Make sure it's probably taken care of. Seal wax the paint, protective paint coating on it. Would you get the oil changes done? All that stuff, of course. Versus you had a Dodge Journey like I did. You're like, whatever, I don't give a shit if someone dings me. And I've had people hit my car with their door while I'm sitting in it. And they're like, oh, sorry. I'm like, I don't care, right? Because you pay more money, you have more value that's perceived with it. So even if you're offering free services, you need to make sure that people understand the value that they're getting for it, and also work on scarcity aspect of it, that you don't work with everybody, you don't want to help everyone, and that's the biggest thing for that. And that's one of the big things you have to focus on. So people are going to pay more money if they seem to be getting more, and if they are getting more, if they have more value that's coming to them, they're going to be willing to pay more money for this. And that's how you're going to be able to get more money, is you're going to be able to create more value with your services. So when people deal with money, they care about value, right? Money for a thing or service. If I'm going to give you money, if I have the money to give you, I want to make sure the money I give you is going to provide value to my life. It's going to be something I need, something that's going to go ahead and help me save time is a big one, right? It is paying for this product or service. Does it reduce the amount of time to get the end result? We'll get to that result faster. People love when they get shit done faster, especially in today's time and today's meeting. So creating an offer that focuses on increasing the time, reducing down the person's impact that they have to do is a great way to communicate value to them. They care about public perception. People will spend money to make sure that they look better for the public appearance, or that's where something you see with liposuction versus diet and exercise. People who oftentimes will get liposuction, they want to do it because they can get it done faster. They can lose that weight faster. They can have the body that they want faster in their image, and also be perceived as more healthy or more fit according to the public. So they care about public perception. They care about the speed to the result. They care about the amount of value they get in. That's just three main components that people really like, that hit on the human value and the human nature aspect that people tend to be with, right? So here's a couple things you can do. You guys know I try to be very time efficient on this, so I'm going to get straight to this point, help you guys out, and give you guys some examples, answer some questions. If you guys have questions, we can pop those up. But when pitching your product or service, do not speed past creating a solid offer. I think the biggest thing a lot of businesses fail at, that I consult with, that I deal with, is that they try to rush past the creating an offer, creating the copy, creating all the important aspects of their business first, like how they can convey what they do. They say, I do pressure washing, or I do financial services, or I do this. I'm just thinking of what else people go. If I do paint protection film, I just had Eric message me, right? That's what I do. And that doesn't tell people how you solve problems and how it goes off those three things. How do they get more value for what they're doing? How is it going to make them look in the public eye? And how can you get them better results faster, right? So when it comes down to that, you have to make sure that you take your time, and you're going to create the different needs and the different areas of your offer and how you solve problems with it. And if you own a company that provides a service, the best thing to do is unpackage your entire service. If you list it all out and you show them the real value that you're actually providing for them, people will be more compelled to work with you, because now that one offer that you have is now stacked with multiple offers that they get. So for instance, Nikki, when you complete a financial needs analysis, you're saying, we complete a financial needs analysis to get you in a better financial path. That doesn't tell people shit, right? Saying, hey, our financial needs analysis encompasses a budget. And in the budgeting process, we break down your expenses, find unnecessary money. Sometimes people are spending $300 to $500 more every single month than they even realize on bills. Debt reduction. We help people get out of debt in half to 2/3 of the time by paying their debt smarter. And you go and you start listing these things out. Here's what our financial needs analysis offers. Is compiled of, people will be like, holy shit, that's a lot of value that you're actually providing for us, right? And you say, hey, yeah, and we don't charge for it, but I only work with 5 to 10 people a month, and I'm already pretty maxed out on it for this month, but I may be able to swing you in coming up for 30 minutes to see how I can help you out if you're willing to meet and you're able to meet next Wednesday, right? And you just throw it in there. If you give something away for free, provide scarcity and time, saying, hey, look, I don't have much time. That's very, I don't take on a lot of clients. You do, it's called cohort scarcity, right? I only take on about 10 clients every single month, and that's about it. And I'm already at 8 for the month, and I've got 3 more lined up that want to meet. So if you want to meet, we need to get this done like tomorrow, okay? And then they'll be like, yeah, absolutely, right? Because you just created scarcity. It's no longer about the aspect of it being free. It's a great way for you to actually contribute to people with the value, and then breaking those things down. So even on pressure washing, everything you do on a typical pressure washing job, break it all down so people see the amount of value you get. If it comes to vehicle protection, film, people break it down, show them everything that they're getting. When they see this and they see all the value that they're actually getting from it, they will pay you that amount of money. So for this client I had, let's say they're offering, this is just some random services. And I'm just throwing in for pressure wash because the guy I had a conversation with the other day who just started his pressure washing business. And let's say, and these are just numbers that I went off with what he gave me, right? So I saw that he was offering 25% off on a discount for the first customers or some sort of discount. I think it was 25. But let's say it's a $249 service, and if he offers you 25% off right off the bat, that means that job went for $249 down to $186. He just gave away $62 of profit. So what does that $62 mean? It's usually a tank of gas for people, especially now, thanks Biden. That it can be some materials, it can be anything. It can be income to your employee that you just lost. It could be going to taxes, whatever the case may be. And imagine doing that for 25 people. You're giving away over $1,200 worth of profit just right off the bat. If you're a new business, you kind of need $1,200. I guarantee you, any business owner you ever talk to, they will tell you there's been times that they wish they had a little bit more money to pay their bills instead of having to be late on a bill, wait for income to come in. If they had that money, they would love to pay that, right? So instead, keep the service at $249 and offer a cheap upsell option that you can either do for free or a slight cost increase. And it kind of goes back to the mindset of, do you want fries with that, right? So they would upsell very slightly a 49-cent fry inside of it. Like, yeah, sure, sounds good. Imagine how many times they were doing that. They did that slight upsell and they got more money and they sold more product and they had more profit. So what you can do instead, hey, your upsell option could be, hey, for $249, we have a new offer going on right now for the next 25 people that we will include a free exterior window wash for the next 25 people. Or you say, hey, we did $249, but since you're taking this offer, we can add an exterior window wash on the front of your house for an extra $50. Does that sound good? Like, yeah, it sounds good. So now they're like, okay, well, I'm paying $299 versus $249. Or you just provide more value at the $249 because sometimes some people feel like asking for more money is more difficult. So you got to look at the different options that you can provide. What's going to be low cost and low time for you to do, and you can give that option away. If it's high cost or it takes you a lot of time to do, you shouldn't be giving that away for free, and it should be a financial upsell, and you should be focusing on that. So when you break down your pressure washing services, like, hey, for $249, you'll pressure wash your driveway, your walkway, and your porch for $249, right? It saves you about an hour and a half of time, and your neighbors will love your house and how much it is sparkling, right? And they see that, and you kind of hit on a few of the perceived things. You perceive value, the time aspect, get the result. Hey, I'm saving you an hour and a half of time, so that means it's faster for them. And then also, I am making their visual representation to the neighbors even better. That's a public appearance, right? So again, what do you think is going to make more money? If you break down your current offer and just charge $249 or keep giving 25% off, right? And I know a lot of people, but if I offer X amount of discount, people will come to me and I will make more money. Not true at all, right? I just showed you that if you did that for 25 people, you lost $1,200 versus my way of doing it, breaking down the offer and increasing the value of it. People pay you $249. I just made $249 per client, per customer, $250 times. That's more fucking money, right? So just, I'm not going to do math. I don't need to do math in my head, but it's like $5,000, over $5,000, $7,500 probably. I got to figure it out. That of income you just had by keeping your offer there versus losing money and being closer to the $5,000, $6,000 range, right? Again, you want that money, you want that income. And then imagine you did a quick, simple upsell. It doesn't cost you that much money, doesn't take you that much time, but the perceived value went up tremendously. They're like, yeah, I'll just do the exterior window washing in the front of the house as well for you for an extra $50. Oh yeah, cool, sounds good. Hey, what about my other windows? Yeah, we can do the other windows. Once we get to the house, I'll tell you how much extra it'll be, right? And you can just know those different things for them. That's a great way to increase your costs or increase your revenue without wasting a lot of your time and getting in there. So make sure that you guys take a look at that. So in order to get better offers and do this, again, keeping training short, relatively short, create an offer is why you will win. When I started creating better offers and taking the time to sit down, break down my offers, look at these perceived areas, I was going from hitting 10,000, 8 to 10,000 average months consistently to now hitting 20 to 25,000 months consistently. And that's just in the last quarter alone. As we wrap up quarter three, that everything started blowing up a lot more because my offers went up more and I found better ways to increase the value of what I do. So if you're going to need help creating better offers, let me know. We can chat 15 minutes for free. You can go to my website, yourbmp.com, schedule time in there, put in the notes that you need to work on your offers. And also get a book called 100 Million, I think 100 Million Offers by, I think that's what it's called. It's 100 Million something by Alex Hormozi, Hormozi. And guys, check out that book as well. He's phenomenal at breaking stuff down. It's where I got a lot of this stuff, the educate stuff. I threw a little bit of my flair where I know that it works a little bit more in some areas. So anyway, so if you guys got some value, so review, do, join, go. Review these tips and watch the free training. You can watch some of the stuff on YouTube or inside of obviously my Facebook group that you guys should be in. Make a better offer on everything you do. Any service you have, break it all down. Start seeing what you do, what problems it solves, and think about your target audience and what they're struggling with anyways and why they need your product or service to begin with. Make sure you're in my free group and go to my website, schedule your free consultation. And other than that, guys, hopefully you all enjoyed this training. If you got some value out of it, drop a thumbs up, drop a fire emoji, and make sure you let us know. So anyways, guys, have a great one, and I will chat with you guys soon coming up.